Hello, everybody. I just wanted to get on here because I had something to say as far as I was testifying on this past Sabbath day about just the fellowship. I got off the phone that day, was Friday, with a young man that was raised in the house of God. I was raised also in the house of God. And we were just talking about the good old days of just the fellowship, just the fellowship of the saints, and how it was a community and things were intentionally unified because the bonding of the saints, because we wanted to be close. We wanted to really do the acts, scriptures where they broke bread and distributed to the necessities of the saints, and they visited house to house. It was such a sweet upbringing I had, and I just literally want to. My heart goes out to all the ones that had been abused by leaders of churches. My heart truly goes out to you all. But I want to say that I'm glad that that wasn't my family, my siblings. That was not our testimony. And I mean, my mother, she pastored for 10 years in the house of God. In the house of God, Incorporated. And at the time, our chief apostle was S.P. Rollins. That's the I was under that when I was born. Chief Apostle Bishop Rollins. And can I tell you that we spent the night over his house? First off, fanning out, completely starstruck by the point that we were sleeping in the house of our chief apostle. But we were children, so now I can fan out and I'm starstruck at this moment. But we're kids and we're just hustling, bustling over the top, rumbling, playing. It's our sleepover. It's a night out. It's like every other night. We're under the chief apostles and Lady Rollins, and we wake up and we're going down the stairs and we go to the kitchen. And can I say that our chief apostle was making breakfast for us? And anybody knows him. He had a high voice. It was high pitched. He's like, "Good morning. Good morning, sweeties." And I mean, this bishop, the safety and the love we felt being in this house under his guard, that's priceless. It's so invaluable. I have so many other, because my mother, she was a young pastor, so I feel like they kept, wanted to keep her buffeted away from all the others. They wanted to keep her era of her church era, wanted to keep it with integrity, purity, clean from all the stuff out in the world. So she was young, so my mother, she traveled a lot. My mother had tours, prayer tours with different mothers of the church. We went to Lady Long, and people that know and hear this, that's been in the house of God, that they're gonna know who I'm talking about. She went to Lady Long's, Bishop Long's house. She went to Lady Pyatt, Lady Carol, Josie Carol. We've been Mama Doris, Lady Holt. She was doing a prayer. She was doing a prayer tour. That's all they were praying. As we were downstairs in the basement with the toys and having fun, we heard the wailing woman. Ooh, God, thank you. Woo! I get goosebumps. Lady Diane Wilson, Lady Gentry, Josephine Gentry. I mean, we stayed the night and we were raised with their children. And can I tell you, I'm so grateful that there was never any untoward, inappropriate, nothing. We weren't abused, we weren't violated, we weren't manipulated. It was such a pure atmosphere and environment that my mother exposed us to. Just the love of the saints, the acts of the apostles and the doctrine in his ministry. Oh, so invaluable, so priceless, such great times. And I tell my cousin all the time, I love the house of God. I still love the house of God. The love for the house of God is still in me. It won't go away. Cause when my father started to pastor, and my grandmother got sick in Lexington, Kentucky, and who comes through the hotel doors but our junior chief, Bishop, who's now the chief apostle of the house of God, Thomas E. Clark. Come through the door with Lady Clark, chicken. Come through the door with some chicken. The great grand old days of the house of God, man. I just love it. I love thinking about it. I love reflecting because it was never a time where there was anything. We stayed over people's houses. We broke bread in people's houses. We visited from house to house. Bishop Cordery. We went to these houses. Bishop Owens, Lady Owens, Bishop Cordery, Lady Cordery. We went to these houses. We stayed the night with their children. We were raised, as I said, raised together, because we had conventions together and youth ministries, youth councils, and mothers meeting, and that was that. But then we fellowshipped with our congregations together. It was just such a wonderful time. Our youth president, we stayed under her house. We went to her house. We visited her house. Rochelle Davis, Lady Rochelle, Evangelist Rochelle Davis, dearly departed. She had Bishop, but she didn't. I thought she had a bishop over her house when we was over there, but it wasn't her. It was just, I believe it was Bishop Carter. Not Bishop Carter. We stayed over his house. Bishop Carter, Lady Carter. But Bishop Carter from Ohio was over Bishop Cordery's church. And it's like a pass-through. It was visiting Bishop Cordery's house, and he was there. And because he did a revival, I believe. It was just some good memories, some great memories. And then he came up for youth council, Bishop Carter, and we had a shut-in like no other. Lady Evangelist Rochelle Davis, I think it was her last year. It was one of the most spiritual youth conventions I've ever been to. We had a shut-in. We stayed and we were on the altar. We had not Sabbath, like a Bible study. We were just imparting the word. It was just some lovely, lovely times with the house of God. I yearn for the days where that pure fellowship. There's different parts that have that same essence, but I hold it. I will treasure it for the rest of my life. I hold it so dear. And then, like the second generations of all the ones I said in the first generations, it was just Bishop Best. It was just some lovely memories. Bishop Too Good. We went there and to his church, and we just felt it was just a lot of fellowship. It was just a lot of bond in the bond of peace and love and joy. I longed and yearned for those days, and I will continue to cherish it in my heart and try to live out what I experienced in my heart by those elect of God. The elect of God. Bishop Henry, the elect of God. Oof. Bishop Ragland, the elect of God. Yeah. It was a wonderful time I experienced with my people, the house of God.